welcome back to my channel. Today I am very excited to share with you 5 ways to de-stress yourself, feel a little less negative, feel a little more positive, and ways that you can actually use that are sustainable. So if you like videos like this, health, wellness, holistic living, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel. That would mean a lot to me. And yeah, let's get right into it. The first tip that I have for you all is to actually move your body, workout, exercise, whatever name you want to call it, move your body. Now, scientifically, if we want to get into that, your body releases all of these amazing feel-good hormones that are literally going to change how you feel and how much stress actually affects you in the moment. If you want long-term results for this, then obviously moving your body, 30 to 40 minutes a day. And when I say moving your body, I don't mean like walking downstairs and grabbing a protein bar. Actually, increasing your heart rate and getting your body temperature warmed up because you're moving so much. It really does help with stress. I mean, there's so many studies on this, and then at the end of the day, it's a 2-in-1 benefit because not only will your stress be under control, but you'll actually feel and look better. Okay, the second tip that I have for you is to eliminate all processed foods and foods with added sugar. Now, you might be wondering, what does this have to do with stress? And it has so much to do with stress. There are so many studies that show link with hyperactivity, stress, ADHD, all of those things. There's so much high fructose corn syrup. There's so many fillers and gums in all of our grocery stores in the foods that we buy, and that's just so bad on our gut health. And again, numerous studies have shown that gut health definitely correlates to how you feel. Ayurvedic kind of lifestyle and I guess health approach, which is something that I follow without really realizing that it's what I follow, really shows that your health and your feelings and your emotions and your stress levels really do form and start from the gut. So my number one tip, honestly, would be to remove foods with processed things in the ingredients. Make sure you're getting organic, natural, closest to earth as you can. And I mentioned this in a couple other videos, but our taste buds are so capable of changing. So if you're used to having very high sugar, high fatty, highly processed foods, then yes, when you make that transition, they're not going to taste the best. They're going to taste a little weird to you. But over time, give it a few months, give it a couple years, and you will really transition to the point where when you do have processed foods or foods with added sugar, you're gonna taste it immediately and it's not gonna taste good. Now, obviously, stress can come from so many different places. It can be maybe a situation that you're in, or it could just be, lingering stress that you kind of feel, maybe you're a little uptight and things like that. So the first few tips that I'm sharing with you are really just physical things that you can do to help your body hormonally and biologically actually control that stress. All right, the next one that I want to share with you, you've probably heard a million times, and I'm here to tell you for the millionth and first time, million and 1th time, whatever, and that is to sleep a solid 8 hours. Getting a full night's rest continuously every single day is key. I mean, I cannot tell you how many times I have been told from people that they just don't sleep that well, and because they're not sleeping well, it affects their productivity, they're stressed, they're not in the best mood, and it really just has a direct impact on their mood. And one thing that I've noticed with myself is because I sleep 8 hours almost every single day, like I would say in a month, I probably go under or over maybe 1 to 3 times, so very rarely. And those days that I do, I'm definitely more, on edge. I'm definitely more stressed, and I feel like I'm just not feeling my best. So sleeping a full 8 hours is so important, whatever you have to do to make that happen. Just some things that I do, I make sure that my bedroom is pitch black, so getting, blackout curtains, making sure that there's no lights or chargers that are reflecting any lights that are on, making sure that it's pin drop silence. I am the world's lightest sleeper that you will ever meet. So I don't like any noise. I do like white noise, so sometimes I'll put on a fan or some white noise on my phone, but honestly, pin drop silence just helps me sleep really, really well. And making sure that the temperature in your room is perfect for what you want when you sleep. So personally, I don't like it to be too hot or too cold. I like it to be like 70 degrees, and then I like to cuddle up in my, blanket. So to each their own. You can also use a diffuser, maybe put in some lavender, essential oils. That definitely helps with sleeping. Whatever you need to do to get 8 hours every single day, that will definitely help reduce your stress. Another one that I have for you is, if you're feeling stressed, a good tip is to check how you talk to yourself. Are you one that brings yourself down a lot? Let's say you're running late to something. Are you someone to say like, dang it, Sammy, you're always late, you're always doing this, blah, 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 you're talking yourself down? Or are you someone to be like, you know what, I'm running late, there's nothing I can do to change the situation, so it'll be okay, I can only do my best from here. I think a lot of times we as humans put ourselves down before anyone else can, and that causes us to stress ourselves out. So I would say just be more mindful on how you talk to yourself, how you look at yourself, how you treat yourself. And that could be a really big factor in you feeling down or feeling negative or feeling stressed. So kind of rewire yourself to talk to yourself as if you were your friend. If you saw that your friend was stressed, would you say, oh my God, yeah, you really did mess up, you suck, like I wouldn't even try again if I were you? Like, would you really say that to someone that you loved and care about? No. So why would you say those things to yourself? And I am a huge culprit of this. I definitely get really hard on myself, and I actually seek out my friends to tell me otherwise. Where like my friends will be like, Samia, it's not that big of a deal. It's just one thing that you missed. Like, relax, it's fine. Like, take a breather. You can do it, better next time. And then I sometimes think like, what if tomorrow all technology shut down, because we're quarantining, and I didn't have my friends to tell me that. I need to be there for myself, and I need to be that friend for myself who can talk myself up. And I feel like that's something that so many people don't do. And now that I've started to practice this a little more, especially in the past couple years, I definitely feel a difference. I'm still working on it. There's still times where I do talk myself down, but in those times, I feel more stressed. I feel more negative. I just feel like a loser, to be very honest. And when I talk myself up and, I give myself the benefit of doubt, then I'm actually more empowered to be productive, or I'm more empowered to just smile and be happy. So I think it's really important to understand how we talk to ourselves. No one's perfect. I think that's a fact we can all come to, an agreement with, is none of us are perfect. So now that we have understood that, how do we talk to ourselves in a way where we don't have to push ourselves to be perfect, because we know that that's not attainable. So we might as well push ourselves to be happy and forgive ourselves. All right, the last thing I wanted to share with you is something that I really truly believe in when it comes to de-stressing ourselves. And that is, check your inner circle. Make sure that you're not surrounded by people who bring you down, who are a negative impact, who bring other people down. Inevitably, you're going to get that negative energy from them, even if you're not physically around them. If you're talking to these people, if you're, again, in their circle, if they're in your circle, kind of eliminate that. I've met so many people who quote unquote live such a healthy lifestyle. They're not eating processed foods, they're working out, they're getting 8 hours of sleep, their skin is on point, all of the physical things. But a lot of times we don't pay attention to our mental health, and our mental health can really be impacted, and is really impacted, by the people that we're around. So find ways that you can swap those people out for new. Find ways that you can maybe decrease your interactions with those people, and just find spaces where you feel empowered, where you feel loved, you feel valued. I understand that it might not be the easiest thing to find that perfect inner circle, or that perfect, group of people to be around. But I truly believe it's better to have, 0 negative and toxic people than to have 100 or even 1 toxic person near you. Mental health can affect your skin, your hair, your weight gain, your sleep cycle. and everything else. There's a lot of self-help books. There's a lot of inner circle books out there. I can maybe link some down in the description box below of some of my favorites, but this is one that I really hold closely to my heart, and I hope that you are all able to do that. And that is all that I have for you today. If you all have any tips and tricks on how to de-stress and live your best life, then go ahead and drop those in the comments down below. We are here as a community to share all of our knowledge with each other. And as always, if you did like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.